ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to get this deck profile out here before it possibly gets banned on the next Forbidden Limited list. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into Team Forbidden's YouTube page. It is I, Seto-sama the Fanatic, back at you with a deck profile that we were going to put up on the channel earlier, and we had a whole skit planned and everything, but turned out that we basically shelled out a bunch of stuff to get this deck even better, and yeah, it's a deck that arguably should not exist in the game. Let's get into the scummiest of scum decks, Mystic Mindburn. So, first thing I'm going to note is I do not have the Wave Motion Cannons. I also don't have Ring of Destruction in the main deck. We're just going to do the main deck today. I'm not going to do the side deck. And I'm just going to show you a couple of my choices that we have for the You Can't Play Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Please ban this card and not do what the OCG did, which is just, let's semi-limit mine and limit Metaverse. Completely incorrect call in my opinion. Should just ban Mystic Mine outright. First off, 3 Lilith, Lady of Lament. I need to do a Layer of Darkness update profile. This deck actually came about because of Layer of, funnily enough. I was trying to build Layer and decided this was just better instead. So, yeah, she's 1000 attack when you normal summon her, and then quick effect, you contribute a dark monster you control, including herself. Reveal 3 trap cards to your opponent, and your opponent randomly picks one to set to your field, and the other 2 go back into the deck. Quick reminder, you do not have to show them which one they set. They get unless it's 3 of the same card. If you have 2 or 3 different names, you don't have to show them which one gets set. So 3 Lady Lilith, and I'm doing something a little bit different because we have the Battles of Legend, Light's Revenge. I'm running 2 Absolute King Backjack. I really like this card in this deck. You can just link it away for Linkuriboh if you need to. You can, which then lets you look at the top 3 cards of your deck and then put them on top of your deck in any order, and then banish it from the graveyard. If the top card of your deck's a normal trap, you just set it to the field and you can activate it that turn. It's here because it's good. You can just summon it and link it away for Linkuriboh. If it's in your hand with Card of Demise, that's fine. It'll go to the graveyard, and then you'll get the effect off, and then you have a trap card that you can set during your opponent's turn to mess them up. And 3, it's a level 3 or lower Dark Fiend monster. We'll get to it later in the video where that comes up. Okay, that's it. 5 monsters, that's it. Spell cards. 3 copies of this card should be banned. This card should never have been printed. This card says you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And everyone engineers the deck so that they're never affected by it. So, yeah, you usually don't want to play this card if you have it in your hand, unless your opponent has a whole bunch of monsters. But aside from that, and the worst part is, Sky Strikers are abusing this. It's just like, why was this card printed? So, yeah, 3 Mystic Mine, 3 Pot of Extravagance. This is the most expensive card for her. That's the other thing I don't have, is I don't have the Trap Tricks. That being said, I kind of ran out of room for the Trap Tricks, but the Trap Tricks and the Trap Tricks and the Wave Motion Cannons, which are somewhat standard for this build, are not in here. I'm just running the 3 Extravagance because it's Pot of Extravagance, and I mean, aside from Linkuriboh, which you're never going to banish all the Linkuribohs, you never go into your extra deck, like, ever, unless you're playing the mirror match, in which case they summon the tokens, and then you link the tokens off for shit. 2 Pot of Duality. I don't know why I always draw multiples of this card when I have 3. 3 Card of Demise, because you gotta have that extra draw power, plus this is one of my favorite spell cards in the game. And then 3 more. Called by the Grave, also known as Begone, Demon Child. You think you can Ash Blossom my Card of Demise? Ha ha! And that's it for the spells. Those are the only spells we play. Next up, 3 copies of Please Do Not Limit this card. Please just ban this card instead. So, Metaverse, take a field spell. This is normally the thing you're going to search for with Lilith, by the way. Search your deck for a field spell, either activate it or put it in your hand. 9 times out of 10, you're just going to activate the Mystic Mind straight to the field. So that way, opponent summons a monster, activate Metaverse in response to summon. Oh, congratulations, you now cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack. Have fun! Next. 3 of the annoying little douchebags who keep popping up everywhere! Also known as the Drama Trio. So, yeah, this is the way, for those who have not played Mystic Mind, which case, you're very welcome, you're very lucky. This is what assures that you have a monster, and I do not. This plus Mystic Mind means you can't play. Yeah, you can link off as many as you want, but unless I have one monster, it ain't happening. 3 Dust Desserts. Burn 500 for each monster. 3 Secret Blast. Burn 1,000 for every card they control. And if they are foolish enough to try and destroy it, like say they try to Twin Twisters your Mystic Mind, and they destroy this with the Mind, oh, they're going to take 1,000 damage as well. 3 Secret Barrel, also known as older version of this, which is arguably still better because you just burn 200 for everything they have. And then next up, this is the new card that's going to make this deck even more annoying to fight. This is a brand new card. I was so happy that I was able to get this card, because for those who don't remember, this is a Seto Kaiba card from Dark Side of Dimensions. They try to Twin Twisters you and your Mystic Mind. I don't think so. Dark Sacrifice gives your Twisters a new monster to blow away. So you can either send the Backjack, which is the synergy, that you then get Backjack's effect, yada yada, or you could just send the dead copies of Lilith, which is what most people do. I personally don't agree with only running her, so that's why I'm running the Backjacks. And this card is so good. It is just so good. Basically, whenever your opponent activates a card or effect that would destroy cards you control, doesn't have any set limit, you just negate the effect, and then send 1 level 3 or lower dark monster from your deck to the graveyard. Couldn't be simpler. 1 Jar of Avarice to recycle stuff back, because I usually like having this card. And then 1, some draw more cards when you're short on your burn cards. And 1, God Says No. Alright, so that's it for the main deck. It's 40 cards. On to the extra deck, which has some key stuff, but it's literally just extravagance fodder and 2 Waking the Dragon targets. Waking the Dragon target number 1. I'll be honest, I could have put Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon here, but I decided, I'll give myself a 4,000 Piercer instead. Next one, this card is unaffected by everything. Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. I mean, do I really have to explain this card? Borosword, Borreload, Crusadia, Evram, Unicorn, Phoenix, Cerberus, Generic Lynx, Beat Cop. Again, this is reminiscent from when I was trying to make this a Layer of Darkness deck. 2 Lanny Boy, 2 Link Spiders. You could take these out for All Mirages, because it's All Mirage would basically be an alternative to Link Karibo, but I like having these just in case for the mirror match when you have to face another scumbag who's playing mine. You just link a token into this and go from there. And then 2 Link Karibos. So yes, that is the deck profile for Mystic Mind, my version of it. It's mine. You better like it. You won't. If you don't, I understand. It's a scum deck. It needs to go. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, the deck will have been banned and Konami will have done their job. But we don't know because Konami just seems to twiddle their fingers all around with their thumbs squarely up their butts when it comes to delivering the ban list on time, because they say no sooner than first of the month, and then it doesn't come out until the end of the goddamn month. So, anyways, that's Mystic Mine, our version of it. Let us know what you guys think, or what card you think needs to be hit in the deck. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you guys later.